God bless. Thank you. Welcome to the Concrete Genius Podcast. I am your host, Coach John Sauce McKenzie, SAUC_McKenzie. Follow me on all socials, man. Follow us at Concrete Genius Media on Facebook if you haven't already. Follow us on Concrete Genius Media on YouTube if you haven't already. Follow us on Instagram at Concrete Genius Pod if you haven't already. And follow me on TikTok, Concrete Genius Pod, if you haven't already. Now that I got all that in, how y'all doing? What's the vibe? I mean, give yourself a hand, man. You deserve it. It's been a long week. It's been the longest 4-day week I've ever seen, you know. I heard a coworker say when you get Monday off, every day is like a Monday. And the week just been slow. It's that time of the year where it's cold outside. You just got, you coming over the holiday, you coming over the euphoria of the holidays, and then it's 2 degrees. You know, work start get a little tedious. You know, this is the dog days of the year. You still got to be appreciative. You got to be grateful. You got to be retroactive. You still got to try to find a way to exercise. Still possibly go to that gym if you can't. But if you can't hit the gym, try to do something at home. And while you at home, check out my new book, The Game Changer. 8 tips for men to find peace. But amazingly, women have been finding peace from this book also. And it's a great gift for women to give to the man in their life, the young man, your son, your uncle, your nephew, your brother, your cousin, your father, your stepfather. Anybody. That guy at work that always makes sure you straight when you walk to your car. You know, the dude holding the door for you at work, at the elevator, whatever. The man next door to your business that makes sure you're all right. You know, your gardener. You said gardener. Hey, well, you know, hey, that's just like nigga, man. Hey, you start. Hey, a black person start out poor as whatever, right? Free cheese, food stamps. You let a black person get some money, they're going to start talking about Wagyu beef and I seen Pharrell, this dude selling lunch sacks, man. Louis Vuitton lunch sacks. Black people going to find a way to get some money, man. That's why when you not getting your money or you not where you at in life, you got to be confident. Because a lot of times society, and I couldn't imagine, like, I treated myself growing up like it was a social media era, but I couldn't imagine the peer pressure that kids have growing up in the social media era. It's got to be tremendous. I mean, a lot of times, like, just what you wearing, what you have on your feet puts so much pressure on kids. It's amazing. So, I don't know. You know, I appreciate the support that I've gotten with my book, the amazing book. You can find it on Amazon. It's also available on Kindle. You know, you have Amazon Prime shipped the next day. I'm gonna have a lot of physical copies pumping around the city. Everybody asking for physical copies, so I literally been selling every one I had when I had it. So I done ran through the first load, so it's time to get another load. They really picking up. Women buying them. They buying them out of town. People buying them in bulk. So God is good, man. You know, I'm grateful to be able to do this. It's been a long, winding journey for me. I've been through a lot. I got a lot of scabs. I've healed. I've hurt. I've loved. I've failed. I've succeeded. You know, I've been a lot of things, but one thing I've never been is a quitter. You know, I've never been a dummy or a quitter. I've made a mistake, but I ain't never been made the same mistake twice. You know, I learn, I adapt, I negotiate, I bring people together. I learn the language of survival. I learn to be articulate enough to blend with different cultures and different races and different voters. I'm confident enough in my heart to see somebody with a Trump sticker and not know that that man's personal belief will make him a bad human towards me. Whatever his ideology or belief may be when he go home, it don't matter. I can see my brother and not see my enemy. I can have words with my brother and be like, you know what? It's not worth it, bro. You mad, you got it. See, growing up, you know, you from the hood, you get out the way early. Your ego teach you in the hood, bro, you can't be scared of nobody. You got to run them thumpers. Go through some shit. Lose some family members and get over that anger, because you know when you first lose a family member, you get angry, you want to fight, tear some shit up. But once you get past that anger, go through something. Go through incarceration. Man, do you know, like, I used to read about, like, players and hustlers and understanding, like, man, I'm not even going to respond to that dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to respond to situation XYZ. I'm not even going to talk about it. He got it. And I used to be like, you know, when I was 16, 17, or in my early 20s, I'd be like, what? Man, we got to work that out. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what happened. We got to work that out. But now, as I've gotten older, life is about getting to your destination. You know what I'm saying? Continue to every station of the marathon. I know you see me, man, flyer than a Baltimore pastor that's pinching off the top of the kitty. You feel me? You know? Fly in a parachute, man. During a midlife crisis. I'm up there. But yeah, you know, you just gotta appreciate the love and not get caught up in nothing weird. You know, my anger used to control me. You know, I didn't understand how people could be peaceful. Now I'm there. Man, it be things happen probably within the past 10 years. Somebody say something. I'd be like, you know what? Because if you react negatively and I react negatively back in this situation, go somewhere, I understand I'm in control. If I give you that opportunity to say something I don't like again, then I'm no longer going to be in control of the situation. Because then I'm going to be ready to react. You see what I'm saying? And when I react, I'm out of control. That's why I'm be like, hey, you got it. That's why I try to control my responses. I don't, you know, when I was growing up, I talk fast, I react fast. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like now I think it out. Man, this person ain't been through what I've been through. Them being loud or them being a little drunk, it ain't worth that journey we gonna take. A journey I've seen. And a journey I'm trying to prevent you from enduring. You know? And ways to find peace while avoiding the negative journey, the negative hostility, the negative reaction, the negative energy put in the world towards a black man in general. You know, I often wonder, you know, I nod. When I see people and they make eye contact with me, I nod. And the way they nod back tells me a lot about them. I know a lot of people can say, well, that's not right, but I've always had an aura for the way people felt about me. That's allowed me to go in different neighborhoods when I was younger and have friends from different neighborhoods, and niggas be like, well, they steal. You had them, never stole nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I steal too. I steal it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I never had that fear of looking down on somebody. So I nod at everybody. I give everybody a chance, and that nod tells me just a little bit or a lot about that person. How do they see them? How do they see themselves sharing the world with other people? I always say thank you. Like I work in a school, right? In a middle school, right? So I'm like a mentor. I do hall monitoring. I make sure the kids are safe. A lot of them come to me. I resolve a lot of conflicts before they start. I help out the administration, whatever they need. I escort kids. And I also monitor the cafeteria during lunch. So I've been able to develop a lot of relationships with the kids where I can talk to them, verbal relationships where they can understand, yeah, I'm cool, but I'm still a grown man, and I want you to do what's best for your life. So while I'm in there, you know, they kicking it. To me, as long as it ain't no fights and you ain't screaming, I ain't tripping. So after they eat lunch, instead of letting everybody try and get up at one time, you know, I push the big garbage can around. We collect have them dump the trash in there. Every kid that I pick up the trash from, I say, thank you. Appreciate it. Excuse me, watch your feet. You know why? Because I don't care if it's the shyest kid, the kid people call a nerd, a weirdo, the kid watching mechanical videos at lunch if don't nobody talk to, the kid that's a boy dressed like a girl, the kid that's a girl dressed like a boy. I don't care nothing about none of that. I'm going to give you your respect as a human being. And I'm not going to wait till you 18 to give you your respect. So when you present yourself like that, it keeps you out of situations of anger. I go out of my way to give respect to every adult I meet. I don't care if it's at the elevator, at the airport, we standing in line at the gas station. Oh, you go ahead, brother. How you doing? We at the gym. Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? Good to see you. I haven't saw you in a while. How you feel? It's all about sharing the earth with other people to maintain your peace. And sometimes you can find unique conversation partners. Barbers are great conversation partners. Like, you can solve a lot of things in life with a good barber. Get a lot of stuff off your chest with a great barber. And a great barber shop, his opponents. A rack of smart barbers, just about 2, 3. Once you start getting 5 or 6, it's just the odds. Couple of them ain't gonna be stupid. But you just get you like 2, 3 barbers, maybe 4 max. Good conversation. Probably some of my best friends are barbers. You know what I mean? Out of probably 10 dudes I affiliate that's not blood related to me, probably 4 of my barbers. Because just a barber, you know, you can confide in a barber. He's going to be consistent. You know, when he busy, so when he get away, he really kicking it. That's how I am too. Like, I don't really just kick it to, hey, be like, hey, man, what you doing? What you think of the Lakers? Nah, man, we kicking it. We chopping it up. Big game hunting. You know what I'm saying? Either literally or physically, whatever, we big game hunting. We talking that talk. And when you talking that talk, speaking of all my barbers and close friends and all my family, they've all purchased their copy of The Game Changer. And you can too by going to Amazon.com, typing in The Game Changer, and then type in Coach John, Louden, and you will see this cover right here, a man exalted at the top of a mountain after coming through a lot of struggles. And there may be more struggles, but this very moment, with the moon behind him, this man's life has changed. And your life can change too. With a copy of my book, it's dropping real jewels. The reviews are real. Follow me on social media if you like to get an understanding of who I am and what I do. I'm Coach John. I'm Sauce McKenzie. I do a lot of things. I mentor. I coach. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm not perfect. I've ran through a ton of blades and got scars from them. I've made 1 million people happy. I've made, I don't know how many people sad. You know what I mean? I got some people stuck in the middle. I've had amazing friendships that lasted since the day I can remember them. And I've had amazing friendships that's lasted for 45 minutes. But I'm grateful to God for all the journey. You know what I'm saying? To be able to be an author, I really understand electricity from the power of this book. I really feel like this book is going to really strike a chord nationally due to who I know, the relationships, and the quality of it. You know, you can put out things and you can be popular And people can support you because you're popular. But people across the country are going to support you because you're talented. That's the difference. You can be local, you can be big, you can, and some people content to, you can get that money being a local hero. So I'm not knocking nothing. I don't even knock on the door. All I'm saying is it's a difference between having extreme quality and having a large popularity. You can be popular and people gonna support you because you're popular. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you from a town where waves matter. So this click, this click, this click. If you ride with this click, you want to be down with it. You throw something, somebody gonna be there because you popular. You put 4 popular people in a room or on a flyer or behind a project or behind some type of event, you're gonna get a great event because popularity is dominant. But for mass consumption on a national and international level, you got to be more talented than you are popular. Now, sometimes you popular because you're talented or were talented at something. So whatever it is for you to get that dopamine off and get your bread, I'm not hating. But what I am telling you, the game changer is going to strike a chord nationwide, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com is the website. Also, WeDon'tMiss.org. WeDon't.org. Oh, we don't miss. I left out miss. But y'all get it. Ain't no more spelling lessons. Whew. Sometimes you got to relax and reset when you get angry. As I get older, I'm glad I record these podcasts. I'm glad I've interviewed so many amazing people. You know, next year, it's probably be my last year working, like physically working, ever working. I took a few years off before, maybe a year and a half, when my kid I was mentoring, he lost his life. And during that year, I really found myself traveling, found myself making great advances in the business world, great advances in my personal life, having a lot of fun. My weight, my health, all improved. My exercise regimen improved. The quality of food I ate, I took in, it improved. So I enjoyed that. You know, it's a blessing to be able to get up on a Tuesday and go to McCarran Airport and, you know, checking the wind or something, you know, and just kick it for a few days, Cosmopolitan area or something, you know, Vadera or something. Like, that's a blessing. So going back to the traditional regular work schedule, you look up, you be like, damn, and I ain't been on a bird for real in months. You know, I went to see my son, which I'm always proud, honored to see, which that's a pleasure in itself. But as far as like them spots, Scottsdale, Vegas, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Philly, Miami, like, damn, I ain't been in them spots in like 6 months. So you like, man. And as you get older, you start thinking, right? You want to be crafty in this business. You know, you want to be somebody who has a niche. Because I'm telling you, you got to get a niche. Because between automation, AI, between robots, and between the amount of illegal foreign people coming in this country, being given greater opportunities than a lot of people that's paid taxes in this country, you better have a trade where you can make you some money. Game changer exclusive, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It is I, Sauce McKenzie. ContendersClothing.com. Type in the .com. All the greatest MMA gear that the pros wear. Sweaters, Godfather gear, the Rocky joint, everything. It's just next level, man. You know what I mean? When you get on that bird, you start walking around Vegas, you see that Contenders gear. You in LA, you see that gear. You know, you where they had these fights at Toronto, you see that Contenders gear. It's another level. I'm proud to be in business with them, proud to be a representation of them, and they allow me to wear some of their new stuff, test it out, it does well. So we winning, man. Shout out to all my guys, man, all my West Coast guys, all my East Coast guys, of course my Midwesterners, everybody who we do it big with, Naptown, Gary, wherever you from, Detroit, wherever you from, Chi-Town, I rock. Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, I rock. Like Vegas, I rock with you. NYC, like I rock with you. So the interview's finna get hot and heavy, man. I gotta get better. Gotta get stronger. But back to my rant, and let me stay on point this time. Like just stay on point. With the growth of automation and AI, artificial intelligence, with the growth of robots, and with the overwhelming amount of foreigners coming to this country and being given opportunities in this country that people who've paid taxes in this country 30, 40, 50 years aren't being allowed to have, it's going to be very stressful to maintain income in this country. You already see it in the homelessness in a lot of major cities. A lot of people are being squeezed out. Rent's going up. Inflation's going up. Wages aren't going up. And then you bring in robots to take a percentage of jobs. You got automation to take a percentage of jobs. And then you got foreigners being given housing, income, food stamps, resources that some Americans got to fight and beg for and still get denied. It's people filing appeal for food stamps that can't get them. But somebody comes over here from Honduras or Nicaragua, and no beef with them people. I need y'all knocking at my door. But what I'm saying is, you can get taken care of, but take care of the people who've been here. You understand what I'm saying? So with all that being said, you better find a niche. Find something you love to do. Several things you love to do, and find a way to live off of them. And you don't even have to live off of them in the beginning. Just do them so much, so well for so long that eventually you'll be able to make a career out of it. Because one thing about it, bro, when I saw that they were going to when they told, I think it was Massachusetts, they told people to send their kids home so the illegal aliens can stay in the classes, in the school, I was like, oh yeah, this is massive. That's going to be the reason Biden lose. This is massive. You know, you pissing off the Mexicans that live here. Not to mention the black people that's been through a lot of well-documented anguish for years, who sometimes still struggle with things. So, yeah, you bumping them over a lot of people, and people don't understand that. Whatever rationale that they have for allowing all these people to come in here, American people don't understand that. I know a lot of people from Texas. I know a lot of people from border states. I talk to a lot of people of all races. White, it's 100% on white people. Unless they just white, diehard, I'm gonna ride this ship till it collapses. Democrats, man, go to somewhere where it's like old Casey. Go somewhere where it's a general store, and ask somebody how they feel about immigration. And then once they start displacing black people, look at Chicago. Now black people are against immigration. That's what's gonna sink, the situation. So with all that being said, you gotta find you something you're gonna do to make you some money. You know what I'm saying? Because what's gonna happen is whatever opportunities black people didn't take advantage of as far as having voting power or voting block, because I've read somewhere where they even trying to get foreign people who not documented yet, give them the right to vote. Once that happens, then the Latino and Hispanic fan base, whatever they are, because they're going to unite. See, they all sit together. They from Central America, they might sit together, and the Mexicans might sit together, but if they get into it with blacks, they all together. So they going to unite as a political party, and that's going to get them more voting power, And in some places, geographically, black people may even have less of a voice. See, they ain't gonna, I was shocked. If you would have told me they're gonna start dropping Hispanic people off in Chicago, I'd have been shocked. Just like, oh man, taking over neighborhoods, I would have been shocked. But then you gotta understand some of the politics of Chicago, But they won't do that. They wouldn't do that in Memphis. Nah, they wouldn't do that shit in Memphis. There's a few cities they would do that in, like, folks ain't going. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't do that in St. Louis. Black or the white folks wouldn't go for that shit in St. Louis. So, like, you just got to understand where things are going. Depending on how you vote, I'm not speaking about really how I'm voting, but this immigration thing is going to be the reason that they probably put Donald Trump back in the White House. I just don't think that whatever people were hanging by a string to vote Democrat before, I think that string has broken. I think the wage gap is crazy. No matter what side of it you're on, you got to acknowledge that it's crazy. Every day something go up. Shit at a Dollar Tree ain't even $1 no more. Shit should be $1.99 tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, Family Dollar should just be like, come get something real quick for like $32. Ain't none of that shit like $1 no more. Everything going up. Chick-fil-A went up, bro. Matter of fact, give me a fucking fool, man. Chick-fil-A went up, bro. And Chick-fil-A shaking you down if you go through the drive-thru, bro. Chick-fil-A went up. What time? 3:52. I got to get my bet in on the game. Ravens, Texans. Chick-fil-A went up. I went and got my son a 10-piece mini, and I think I got some hash browns for him. And Shorty was like, $17.92 something. I'm like, damn. Y'all done came a long way from, like, may God be with you and all that. Y'all done started squeezing boys. I don't know what's going on. Maybe y'all might need to consider opening up on a Sunday, bro. Get them prices back down, bro. Because I ain't going through Chick-fil-A paying $57 for my wife and 3-4 people, 2 people. I ain't paying $71 for 4 people at Chick-fil-A, cuz. I'm not gonna do it, man. And while you're not doing it, man, take that bread and get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. This face right here. I can bring some much needed peace to your life because I've suffered a lot of disruption. My life has had some moments where it felt like it was a volcano and I didn't know if I was going to make it. But I fought for myself at my lowest. I got up and I prayed. I got on my knees in the middle of the day, in the middle of the night. I cried. I missed my mama. I missed my grandmama. I missed my brothers. I would question my cousin, my sister. Why would my sister have to have kidney situations and failures? And why would I have to lose a family member on Christmas? I've been low. Man, how I'm going to pay this? I only got X amount of dollars to my name. I've wasted X amount of years to my life. I had to really get myself together, and this book tells you how I helped get myself together, man. Get yourself up, man. Find you a niche, bro. Whatever people tell you you good at, man, master that. Find a way to max that out, bro, and try to get you a little bread. So I got a theory before I get out of here. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Thank you for listening with us. I'm going to get you out of here in a minute. Follow me on all socials, man. Hold on. Yeah, follow me on all socials, man. Concrete Genius Media. Tap in, man. Check us out. We doing what we got to do. It's all real. We outside. But this is my theory. My theory is that in hip hop, unfortunately, I don't know if it's systematic. I don't know if it's programmed. A lot of this shit is programmed. Set up situational failure if you don't comply, or if you comply, you gotta do things this way that leads to the destruction of many people after you before you can get that cheddar. Either one, right? Just think about it. A lot of my favorite rappers all rap so much better when they got in beef. And I'm talking about not, well, NWA and Ice Cube had some altercations, but we didn't have video and stuff then, and we didn't have clips of it, and we didn't have documentation of how nasty it get as much. It was still early coming out the self-destruction era, so yeah, they was nasty to each other, but people looked at it as a regional thing. Of course, people in LA and Cali, West Coast pick sides, but most, if you ask any OGs, most national hip-hop heads didn't really pick sides in the NWA Ice Cube beef. You know what I mean? Unless you was from Cali, you really was just like, damn, I hate to see my niggas going. It looked like, it was almost like a family fighting. You didn't really get into it. You didn't really, you might laugh. I mean, of course, who didn't laugh at No Vaseline? You know what I mean? You might listen to shit. Everybody still was bumping Niggas for Life. I was definitely bumping Jacket for Beats. Definitely bumping America's Most Wanted. My favorite album of all time is Death Certificate. But it still was, but even if you take that and you take 100 Miles and Running and you take No Vaseline, to me, them two are Ice Cube's 10 best songs. You know what I mean? When you in fuck it mode, right? You rap better, you live better, you stunt better, you make more money. That's why if you ever see dudes from the hood, they get shot and maybe get out of jail, somebody cross them and rob them, they lose all their money, somebody set them up, cross them, they survive. They survive some shit. They gonna get some money because now your attitude's fuck it. I've always been there. I gotta ride this shit hard till I check out. So to me, Tupac's one of my favorite artists. When Tupac was making Tupacalypse Now, I fuck with him. You know, I was like, holla if you hear me. I like some of that. You know what I'm saying? They got me trapped. I was rocking with him. But I wasn't no big, I can't tell you I've listened to Tupacalypse Now over 100, 250, 250 times. I don't even know if I've listened to it 100 times. When Strictly for My Niggas came out, it had some deep joints in it. You know, shit about the Pops and the Brent. Of course, Brenda's Got a Baby. You know, I think that might have been the first. I don't know. I can't remember. But whatever. You still had I Get Around. So you had some shit on there. But I can't tell you I listened to Strictly for My Niggas over 200 times. Now I can tell you I might have listened to I Get Around 10,000 times. But as far as the whole album context, now when shit started happening, he started falling out with his label. He started falling out with the Hughes brothers. You know, he started making above the rim. You know, he started getting crossed in New York. People stealing from him. The lawyer money was getting low. And he went in that booth and he made Me Against the World. Man, I'd probably play that album 25,000 times. Front to back, no skips. Then you in there, you stewing, you trying to do right, you get out, you sign to death row. You feel like everybody done shit on you, the industry done shit on you, you done been shot. Everybody know who shot you. You at war. You change your name to Machiavelli to Don. You come out and you drop California Love. And that's one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come out and you drop, like, what's the shit with KC and JoJo and them? How do you want it? Come on, man. Like, you come out, Snoop, two of America's Most Wanted. Ambitions of a Rider. Dun, 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 dun. So many Battlefield. Like, man, come on, bro. Beef makes niggas better rappers. Now, of course, to me, I feel like this is strategic plan plot. But I also feel like being in beef brings the best out of niggas. Any nigga in any hood right now stunting got beef with niggas. And he might have glowed up more after you get beef with a nigga. You know what I mean? Because you feel like, damn, if I'm going to live this shit, bro, I'm going to do this shit my way. And that's usually what happens after you get in beef or you get shot, or you get incarcerated. You don't really take that out as far as I want to hurt another nigga. I want to do. You just be like, I'm having my way out here. And that makes dudes better rappers. Dolph. R.I.P. Dolph. R.I.P. Pop. You know, I fuck with Dolph. I got family in Memphis. Some of my people. My main guy, his little sister was in one of Dolph's early videos. So I've been had peeped the game on Dolph. I rock with Dolph. I liked his music. But when he started talking shit, his music went to another level. When it got intense, come on, man. That 100 shots, man, come on, bro. Like, let's really, I mean, it's just classic. You know, like, it's classic music. And R.I.P., man, stop all the violence. My condolences. You know, like I said, I'm from the Midwest. I'm still old school. I don't take sides or nothing. I wish black men could keep it on wax. But fortunately, you know, social media and egos, we can't do that no more. So rest in peace to everybody that's ever been, like, assassinated in violent altercations due to music, due to two men not really ready to concede and let it go. Somebody got to swallow that anger and rinse, wash, and repeat. So when I make posts like this, it do be with a heavy heart because I would have loved to see all of them. My wish for every black man is to live to be 75 years old. So when I talk about rappers, it's painful because I know that they all deserve to be here, you know. And we gotta stop slaughtering each other. Because that's what we're doing. And I've contributed it to some of the maliciousness mentalities when I was younger. So that's why I use my platform to tell people about it. So Dolph, when he started recording, you know, so he started making shit like Dumber and Dumber, the shit with Key Glock, you know, the Gelato album, it just got different. For me, my interpretation of the music. It's another example of one of my favorite rappers in the beef. And I want to clear up something real quick. I'm not going to stay on it, but like, me, yeah, I'm an OG. I'm 50. Born in 1973, right? Used to carry around a big boombox, bumping John Wayne. You know what I mean? You know, grew up like, shit, learning how to fucking box. My uncles and them playing double dutch bus in the background. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm old school, but I'm also one of them fly old dudes, so I appreciate new current rappers. I still know I'm an older guy, and I stay in my lane. And my vibe is my vibe. I don't try to pretend to be something I'm not, but I'm also fly enough to respect the generation behind me. And that's what makes me sauce. Who else we got? Gucci. After Gucci got into it with Jeezy, Gucci whole rap trajectory changed. Like, his whole style changed. Like, his flow changed. Like, I remember the first time I heard Mini 14. Like, Trap House was cool. That was my shit. But it wasn't my shit. Like, when I heard, like, Mini 14 and come on, man. 745, come on, man. Cutting Off Fingers, Hold That Thought. Man, come on, bro. Like, that's that beef. Motherfucker try to set you up, bro. You gonna go in that booth and rap your ass off. You gonna rap like you wanna end up with a wife and 2 kids in a match. That's how you gonna rap. You been arrested 10, 9 times, you go to Fed, nigga try to write you off, and the only person hold you down is your broad? Are you gonna be kissing your beautiful kids on Facebook? Look, I like a lot of rappers. Gucci probably, with Pac. I took Pac's side. And another thing about Tupac, man, all of those, oh man, he was an actor and he took about, bro, I was in Gifted and Talented. By the time I was in 6th grade, I would run you over in the Oldsmobile 98, bro, with no conscience. Yeah, so all of those, he was an actor and he did this and he did ballerina. So I was gifted and talented, bro. I was smart in the room. And I was top 5 most diabolical dude you ever met by the time I was 13, 14. So, like, don't get it twisted. Like, only those who didn't grow up in pure African-American communities think that your intellect or your ability to have multiple skill sets, affects your ability to, to totally just be a mastermind. And it's actually far from the such. If you're the smartest dude from the ghetto, how do you not get rich? That's how I look at it. So, yeah, of course. See, so when somebody tell me somebody from the hood, they be like, oh, that nigga took piano lessons. I mean, oh, man, this nigga smart. This nigga parents was trying to do something with him. When nigga be like, man, my mom ain't do nothing, send me school to lunch, nigga, I came home and watched cartoons. I'm like, oh, they knew you was dumb from the jump. Your mom ain't try to put you in no accelerated class, bro. You ain't been in no spelling bee. Nigga, you don't motherfucking know how to swim. Like, your parents thought you was already, like, nigga, at least your parents should be, I don't care if you dirt poor. I used to stand out in the cheese line with my mama. But she still was gonna like, bro, spell this. Remember this. What's this? What's 2031 times 67? Get a piece of paper and you better figure it out before you cut that TV on. I'm gonna write you 5 problems. So she made sure I still knew what I needed to know, bro. Because one thing about the lure of the streets, it may get you, it may not. If you blessed to survive with a few scars and tell people about them, you still got to have some intelligence, my boy. Like, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'5", about 282, 284, depending if I'm drinking. And when you big in the black community, again, I say this, dudes who grew up in non-black communities with a lot of non-black teachers, they have a different thought process. It's no fault of their own. It's nobody's fault, however you grew up, whatever. But I'm saying people who grew up with black principals and teachers have a different thought process. So growing up, my intelligence was always respected. But once I kind of started moving around, trying to get a little money, then once I would go other places, sometimes growing up a little bit, but people thought because I was big in stature, couldn't possibly be intelligent. Like people don't think you can be big and brawn and intelligence. Like, I'm benching a lot. I'm hitting 315, 365. I'm handsome and shit. I'm fly, the jury, but I'm big. So I gotta be dumb. I should be a bouncer. No. I'm the smartest dude in here by far. You have nothing, no advantage. And I'm smarter than you. So that's when you like, damn, fuck him. You already like, damn, okay, damn, he looked better. He talked better. He a big old dumb motherfucker. And then that's how I used to get you. By the time you realize like, oh, this nigga think he's slick. I'm gone, bro. I didn't change cars on you. I'm in a caddy now. And by the time you see me, you're gonna be like, damn, man, I had a miss. You thought you was gonna play me and I played you worse, and now you gotta stand in line, customer service, talk to a manager. And that's just it, so I think a lot of people sometimes, everybody wanna be in that lane, like being hard is like in vogue now. Being gangster, being an ex-street nigga is in vogue. So let that shit go. Couple more rappers I feel like got better rappers when they became in beef. 50 Cent, obviously. You get shot 9 times, you survive that. You're going to rap with all the passion in your lungs. You're going to make movies, you're going to be a genius, you're going to be an entrepreneur of success. If you'd have asked me if you'd have asked me in 2006, just off DVDs and personalities and interviews, which rapper would probably have a series of TV shows, I'd have said 50 Cent. You know what I mean? I'd have said 50 Cent or... Yeah, I said 50 Cent. Yeah, so, like, I'm not unexpected and I really enjoy shows, but I like them all. I think he's made so many that some black people just look at it like, I'm tired of power, fuck, that sucks. I mean, that's cool, that's your opinion, but me, I like all that shit, so I watch it all. BMF, Tariq, Tommy, Kanan, Raising Kanan, all that shit, like I watch it all, you know what I'm saying? So I'm addicted to it, I'm proud of him, but when he got shot them 9 times, that anger took him to another level. And then Draco, like I said, a lot of beefs, I stay out of them, regional beefs, but as far as just rapping, that boy had a bag. But like, once he kind of like started saying crazy shit to niggas and went his own way, Cold Devil, it was over. Like, it was just over. Like, just, he reminded me of how I felt when I heard E40. You know what I'm saying? When I heard like Mr. Flamboyant, Carlos Rossi. You know what I'm saying? When I heard like Dustin and Disgusted. That's what that clique reminded me of. You know what I mean? When I heard like One Love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's why I like him. That's the vibe he put me in, like Circumstances. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. So like, I think that's why I was a fan of Draco music. He just had that, hey, I'm so confident, nigga, this shit hard. Just keep listening to it. And every time you listen to it, you're going to realize how much harder it is. And I love a rapper. I don't care who it is. It's been a few of them that's been really good at this. E40 was spectacular at this. Every time you hear him, you hear something different. But when Draco got in beef, that nigga bars was crazy. I Am Mr. Mosley too, Evil Knievel and all that shit. Come on, man. Like, it's ridiculous music. So, my only contention is that now, out of all these rappers, not to mention the amount of rappers I like, the young rappers I like, Dirk, Pooh Shiesty, just a bunch of them. But what I will leave you with, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful community, my beautiful chocolate African-American community, my beautiful whatever race you are community, my brothers in spirit, I appreciate you. But I got to shout out black folks too, always. But look, out of all these rappers, damn near all of them been shot. Damn near all of them been in jail. So the confrontation shit, the beef shit, it's gonna get you views. It's gonna get you likes. It's gonna get your name out there. But unless you're able to wiggle from it and get a bid, that bid saved Gucci. You know, you get a bid, Pooh Shiesty, he get out, he'll be good now. It don't end up good for a lot of dudes with beef. That's why I let a lot of things go. That help with the maturity process, because you realize you got a lot of people depending on you. You got a lot of people that love you. And the love that you know and the way people you know depend on you, that got to be bigger than your ego. Because like I said, rappers that beef is just like dudes that beef on the streets. It ain't going to end well if it ain't squashed. Because if your ego's so big that you can't squash it, it ain't going to end well. And we losing a lot of our people. We killing babies. We killing future fathers, grandfathers, uncles, youth coaches, mentors. We dying too much. Indianapolis, Gary, Chicago, Memphis. Please, let's get some peace. Let's get some treaties. Let's get some ceasefires. You got to know you precious. You got to know it's a long road. And it's better if you can get some of that road out here with this sunshine. And these women and your grandma. Because one day your grandma ain't going to be here. One day your mama ain't going to be here. And you like to see them lay to rest. You don't want to be in no can. When your big ma get laid to rest. When your pawpaw. They tell you pawpaw ain't made it no more. And you still got 31 more years because you couldn't let it go. I'm trying to tell you, change it, fix it. Live in the moment right now. Because they need your ego to fill up them joints, them private joints. They need to know you ain't gonna let nothing go. You know you bad. You that nigga, he disrespect you. He got to pay. And then what? You miss, it's up. Now you watching yourself. You get him, it's up. Now you watching yourself. You get him, somebody tell, you get him, they catch you. Somebody got any way to catch you. And now you doing 15, 18, 10, 7. Because you couldn't be like, man, I'm going to let that nigga have that shit, bro. Loud ass, drunk ass nigga. Well, I guess she really fuck with him. I ain't finna crash out. Like crashing out over a broad. Your ex. Shh. Niggas is crazy. That gangster shit. A lot of people putting that shit on like a costume now. You ain't even got to be gangster. Even if you had gangsters in your family, you ain't got to be gangster. You know, if you want gangster by the time you 16, 14, unfortunately, I don't really think you really gangster. I think you trying to make up for inadequacies that you felt in your teenage years. So you crash out in your 20s and your 30s and you want to be the respected, dominant person that you were scared to be in real life when you was 14, going around real gangsters ready to crash out at 14, 15. So I need everybody to understand you don't want to be away when Big Ma check out. They tell you Big Ma got diabetes. Man, Papa fucked up, man. He coughing up blood. You like, damn. No, they ain't gonna let you go to the funeral. So I'm talking real shit, man. I'm never gonna be dude, get on here, man, diss other people. I'm never gonna gossip. All I'm gonna say is RIP. I'm never gonna have verbal altercations. I'm never gonna really try to put out personal attacks on people. Because if it's somebody I don't like, I'm gonna make them famous. And if it's somebody I don't know, it's just gossip. I'm fly enough to give you material without gossiping about somebody, rest in peace family or something passing. I just ain't gonna do that. I ain't built like that. But what I am gonna do is sell you a copy of the Game Changer. You can go to Amazon.com, get the Game Changer, type in Coach John Loudon. I gotta go watch this Texans game. I like the Ravens by like 13. I like CJ, but this Baltimore defense different. We're gonna see what's popping. I love you. I ride with you. Thank you for taking this little hour-long journey. Order my book. You see that $1 million face, $1 million smile. Let me get you through your struggles. We out. Peace. God bless, man. Get your money right. Get your mind right. Make it home. Peace.